Greetings and salutations, and welcome to HellBlade SENUA'S Sacrifice. We completed the Labyrinth challenge, and so now we are on to the next shard. Finish off Odin's quest. So without further ado, let's jump right on it.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Oh, wow, man. Wow, this is crazy.
Does it see? Get closer. Gods. Mask is here to watch you fade. Focus. Focus. Focus on the mask. You want to see what the mask sees.
Stay.
Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same.
Different.
It's another world.
Another world.
It's lighter. It's nicer.
I like this one.
I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here.
Oh, okay. That is
It's
pretty
safe
wild.
here. It's calm here. It's light here. It's the bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find a way. She wants to get away. Hidden secrets.
That gate over there is open.
what's behind the gate.
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Oh, wow, another one of those masks.
Dillion, there he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Way too many times.
Where is he? Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in
But
the
the
other
store
one.
is
He's in the
open.
dark world.
The dark.
The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
There we go. I wonder if I go back, this gate will still be open. That one already. Oh, face is over there, man. I need to see. There. Yes. I got a feeling this is going to be a serious puzzle. Yeah, that one Lorestone is gone.
You broke it, you killed it. You couldn't see the darkness within you.
You are guilty.
Was it worth it?
You had that loved you.
You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone.
Your curse is claimed, did you?
Your curse has claimed Dillion.
Poor Dillion. He didn't know. He was kind. He believed you.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart.
Beneath the tree.
The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face. so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's
there we
face,
go.
he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Well, they want to make sure you get that just right.
Senua,
He saved you.
you've got it.
He saved you.
Loves you. Why isn't he here?
His love keeps you strong.
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the
Oh,
other world.
I think I got this stuff.
Without you.
Now I can open up the front door. Got it. Can I open up the front door in the dark world?
You thought she knew this.
She thought she had light within her.
She is pure darkness.
Oh, I was going to say. No go. Chains are gone.
Look what happens to the things you love. There he is. Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there. He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Oh, would have missed that one.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it? You're still alive.
You can't love if you curse.
You kill the things that are most precious to you.
Dylan didn't deserve this.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young."
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard
Get this talking
alongside
stone.
her friend.
Lorestone. Oh, I guess it's a lore shield now.
She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
And for this, Hood is slain.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do. Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speedy.
Kinda gave us that one.
It's all part.
They've set you trials to distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
It's laughing at you.
What if they take you closer to Dillian?
Dillian, you're too busy. Get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
Guess let's switch to the day side.
Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree?
Oh. Okay. Boy,
guiding.
I think that would be it right there. There we go. Guess you have to be in the exact spot in order for that to go off.
Minute by minute by minute. What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she
They mean nothing.
being special.
Waste of time.
Could all be a waste of her time.
What if the gods are just
Playing,
What if the gods are laughing at her?
messing with her.
It wouldn't be
mind.
this.
Be the first time.
Was it somewhere? Oh.
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Somehow we have to get on the back side of that. Of the Lorestone.
He cared in
The
a way that
Northmen
no
tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Do you remember the way he touched you?
So somehow we got to get that bridge down, and we also need to make it around the backside to get this symbol here. Did get this door open over there, so I'm guessing. Oh, it's right there. If you look through the face, I got it. Got it.
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
I didn't listen to him.
This love has tortured you, and it tortures Dillian.
Yeah, we had to get the second door open so we can go around because on the dark side of this building,
Everything
things
gets
come out
broken
and
in
the
the
dust is
end.
shake.
You've killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Got it, got it, got it.
He led you astray.
Just switch back over to the day side.
You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
Snag this Lorestone.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut that story off. But I'm thinking we can open up the front doors now. Oh.
Never succeed. So quicker. You're cursed.
Dillian!
Dillian never much cared for the
No way I can do
underworld,
this.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes, and slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Go to him. Go to him. That's it. Quicker.
Quicker.
That's so crazy.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... Just gone to the water. He's drowned.
Wow.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
Okay, when we come back, we will take care of the last shard, and I believe that will be the end of Odin's quest. So until then, my friends, that's if you enjoyed the episode, please would be grateful if you give it a like and a sub. If you really enjoyed it and you're really liking the story thus far, hit that notification bell and you will be notified when the next episode comes up. Until then, I will catch you on the other side. Peace.